Welcome to Immigration Quicktake. This is Ellie Rutledge with the American Immigration Lawyers Association. President Obama is reportedly going to announce his plan for administrative action in the coming weeks, and a few different press outlets have reported on what they've heard will be unveiled. Here to discuss what we've heard is Chen, Director of Advocacy here at AILA. Greg, thanks for joining me. There have been reports in the press about what actions President Obama will take, but what is AILA hearing?
So Ellie, the real question now is not whether the president is going to be making this kind of executive action announcement, but how big and how bold he will be going with this announcement in the next several weeks or days. In terms of what he's going to be announcing, the main question is going to be what population he will be providing some kind of temporary relief from enforcement for. And it's long been expected that he would be providing deferred action to a specific population. And there are questions as to how he'll define that, and is it going to be a few million or several million that will be benefited from it. The press reports have been conflicting on this, and I don't think there's any clear information out there. The important thing to recognize, however, is that he needs to make the announcement in a way that is going to encompass a population that is clearly understood and simple for people to be able to apply for the benefit. The other questions are about the enforcement reforms that he promised in March and reforms that AILA has been pressing for to benefit adjudications of both family and business petitions. It has not been clear what he's going to do on either of those two other categories, and AILA is going to really be watching for what that is.
Thanks, Greg. We've heard the announcement could be as early as this week or as late as mid-December. What do you think the timing will be?
So Ellie, the million-dollar question of when this announcement is going to come has been shifting back and forth every day, it seems, over the past week or so. A few months ago, the president had signaled that something would come after the elections, and most people predicted that would not be until December. But recently, with the results of the elections in, and now Republicans pushing extremely hard in the news against the president taking any executive action, a lot of the initial reasons for why he might want to wait until December, from my view, have essentially evaporated. One of those reasons was the upcoming battle on appropriations, and the second is the results on the elections in Louisiana for Senate. Both of those, it was anticipated the president might want to wait to have happen so that if he makes an announcement, his announcement wouldn't polarize the political sphere any further. But the fact is, we've already hit that polarization now, and it's become such an extreme issue in the press that there's almost no reason why the president should wait. The additional benefit is that then he could make clear what he is planning to do rather than leaving that question unanswered for the American public. So I think it makes sense for him to act sooner rather than later from purely a political perspective.
What happens after the announcement is made, and what sort of resources and tools will AILA offer?
Ellie, the fact is that for several months now, AILA has been already in full-out preparation mode for this upcoming announcement. And there are several ways that we are planning to respond. In the hours or day after the announcement is made, it is going to be putting up information on our website, as well as likely making a public response to the announcement to explain what it is to the public and to our members, and providing more detailed information about it. So checking out our website is the best way to do that. Another important question is going to be what the response will be and how do we make sure there are services for all the people that will be wondering whether this announcement is going to help them. And because AILA has members all over the country who can help people, we'll have a response similar to what we did with the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals announcement that came 2 years ago. We'll put information out there to explain when somebody will need a lawyer and how they should consult. Because we want to make sure that people don't fall prey to notarios who are preying upon those people who think they have something that will help them, that the government is offering, but when they don't really have that benefit. And we want to make sure that information gets out there to the public.
Thanks, Greg, for joining me. For the rest of you, please stay tuned for more updates from the American Immigration Lawyers Association.